Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing, but it helps me out a lot. So please subscribe to my channel and let's get on with the video. So guys, finally the meeting between President Trump and President Zelensky has happened at White House. This is, of course, following the meeting between Trump and Putin. I'm sure you all have seen those videos. I had covered that video, but I couldn't upload it because of technical difficulties. But I will be covering this right now. So let's have a look from top. Europeans greeted by US Chief of Protocol Monica Crowley. Trump personally greeted only Zelensky. He's ready to bring down the pain. So this is from a far off angle
President
because I
Trump,
wanted
sir,
to
your
show
message to
here
the people
this
of
shot,
Ukraine as world leaders
the front of
gathered
shot.
here today. And Russia continues to attack civilians, this time in Kharkiv, killing many.
Okay, there's another angle of this video, so let's have a look at that. President Trump comments on Zelensky's attire as he arrives at the White House. I don't believe it. I love it.
The best I have.
Ready, face? Step.
He actually does look good.
We love them. We love them.
Zelensky is a lot shorter than Trump. It looks like his child or something.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah. Ab pakda katega. Now, let's not forget that Zelensky is also a very shrewd guy. Take a look at this. Zelensky is a genius. He started his one-on-one meeting with Trump by thanking Melania Trump for sending Putin a letter asking for Ukraine's children to be returned. Zelensky then gave Trump a letter for his wife from the First Lady of Ukraine. Trump was pretty mild after that, okay?
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. If I can, first of all, thank you
Please.
for invitation and thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank
Yeah, no thanks to you, Mr. Zelensky, because you only wanted to continue the war.
you. And using this opportunity, many thanks to your wife, First Lady of the United States. She sent a letter to Putin about our children.
See, he mentioned the letter that Melania sent to Putin. This guy is shrewd. You have to give it to him.
Adopted children, and my wife, she, First Lady of Ukraine, she gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah. So we're saying this sensitive topic, yeah. Yes, please. And thanks to our partners, and that you supported this format. That after our meeting, we can have leaders who are around us, UK and France, Germany, Italy, Finland, EU, NATO. I mean, all partners around Ukraine supporting us. Thanks them. And
Yeah, he's got the whole house, the whole European,
Thank you very much for being
cabal
here.
to come and talk to Trump so that there will be ceasefire and not a peace deal because he knows that he has to give up a lot of land if there's a peace deal, right? They have to, apparently, Putin has asked for Russians have asked for the entire Donbas region. In my view, I think the Russians, they would have gone for not only Donbas, but also Zaporizhia and Kherson. Yeah, they should have gone for all of those. Then they would have got the entire landmass from, the western side coming down to Crimea. But let's see what happens. One thing I can tell you is that Zelensky has no more ground to stand up on. Because if Trump decides that they are not going to give any weapon, Ukraine war is over, just like that.
The United States has already given hundreds of billions of dollars to this war effort in Ukraine.
Biden.
At best, it is a stalemate and the killing continues. So President Trump, how much more is the United States willing to give Ukraine? And President Zelensky, how much more do you want?
Well, I'll start off just by saying
This guy has been like the journalist, I forgot his name, this gentleman. He asks some really like dating type questions, right? Like he's going to get some kind of reaction from Trump and also from Zelensky. Just ruffling the feathers of both of these birds, so to speak.
More is the United States willing to give Ukraine? And President Zelensky, how much more do you want?
Well, I'll start off just by saying we're not giving anything now. We're selling weapons. This is something before, I guess the number is well over $300 billion. That was under Joe Biden, a corrupt politician,
Look
not
at
a smart
Zelensky.
man. Never was. By the way, go back 40 years. He was not a smart man 40 years ago either. But now he's in particular bad. This was done by a corrupt administration that shouldn't have been in. And frankly, if the right results of the election were given, if I were president, this war would have never taken place. And he would have been very happy because he would have liked to have seen. I mean, they went through hell. He went through hell. This war would have never happened.
This guy's an
The
actor.
people
Look
that
at
were
him.
killed, a couple of million people, a lot of people with soldiers and everything else. And
Yeah,
the
man,
people
I
that
mean,
have been
the-
displaced and forced into other areas and other.
Yeah, the level of death and destruction is just mind-boggling. Like every other day, we are seeing all these videos of people getting blown up and whatnot, such gory videos. And even worse than that, like from like everywhere where the war happened, I mean, wherever the war reached in Ukraine, you just saw these kind of videos, coming out of this war. And they were so violent. Some of those, like, I had to look away. Some of these videos were so bad. And I am used to watching these kind of morbid videos, but this is like some other level bullshit. And the peace deal has to happen. Otherwise, there's no other option for Zelensky. There's no other option for Zelensky. Let's face it, guys. Putin won. Putin won. He gambled and he won. Aha, look at that. That same reporter to Zelensky. You look fabulous in that suit. Trump. I said the same thing. That's the one that attacked you last time. The reporter basically.
President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same
It does
thing.
look.
Yeah, looks good on
I
you.
said to the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's I remember that.
I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed, you are not.
Maybe yours is much better.
Some lighthearted moment, but that's not going to change the fact that the war is over. Here's another thing that happened. President Trump just clowned on Zelensky for canceling Ukrainian elections, saying he might follow Zelensky's lead and cancel the 2028 election.
So you say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the fake
You like
news
this
is.
idea?
No, this is
No.
Speaking of news, I got a question for you. This sounds insane.
Trump is like मजे ले रहा है ये बिल्कुल. The reason why Trump said this is because of something else that caught my eye. I'll just show you. Mr. Alexander Dubinsky is a Ukrainian member of the Ukrainian parliament. And he sent an open letter to President Trump, Secretary Rubio, and Vice President Vance. Before tomorrow's meeting, I addressed this message. Zelensky does not represent Ukrainians. His democratic mandate expired in 2024.
Allow me to thank you for bringing peace closer to Ukraine. Today, for millions of Ukrainians, is one of the most significant days in life, and we wish you to achieve a result. The hopes of Ukrainians rest solely on you. This is not flattery or empty phrases. Zelensky does not represent the opinion of Ukrainians, as his democratic mandate expired in the spring of 2024.
Yes,
He
I mean,
received it in
he's not a president
2019
anymore.
under
Technically,
the
he shouldn't
promise
be
to
the
find
president
common
anymore.
ground with Russia and secure peace. In fact, today it is President Trump who fulfills Zelensky's pre-election promises. Therefore, for Ukraine and Ukrainians, he has 1,000 times more right to be called our president than the self-proclaimed and deceitful Zelensky. For Ukrainians around the world who wait for peace, the president of Ukraine is Trump. But neither President Trump nor European leaders, and certainly not the self-proclaimed Zelensky, can decide Ukraine's future without Ukrainians.
Zelensky has lost a lot of, ground in Ukraine. People don't like him anymore. Ukraine has been decimated. I mean, the Ukrainian population, they were saying that a lot of good people, like all the uh, experienced workforce, have just disappeared because they have all been killed in the war. And yet, every day, the Ukrainian army personnel, they are just picking up people from the street and forcing them into combat. I'm sure you must have seen some videos like that.
Yet no one has asked us whether we want the continuation of the war, membership in the European Union, or NATO. Instead, this was decided on our behalf by the illegitimate President Zelensky and European leaders, although we never gave them the right to decide for us. This right was simply stolen from us by canceling elections and using punitive measures to forbid speaking about peace. On Monday, Zelensky will again be in the Oval Office, once more pushing the agenda of perpetual war. This performance will continue as long as the U.S. perceives Zelensky as the representative of Ukrainian opinion and tolerates the absence of elections in Ukraine. Clearly, as long as Zelensky and his fraudulent clique remain in power, which they seized in Ukraine, they will do everything to undermine President Trump's peace initiatives and continue the war.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
war
Absolutely.
equals Zelensky, and Zelensky equals war. And this will
That's a powerful
continue as long
statement,
as the
but
U.S.
I don't know.
recognizes Zelensky's legitimacy
I mean, he's
on
not
the
wrong.
international stage without elections. Ending Zelensky's period of usurped power and holding elections in Ukraine are integral parts of the process of ending the war, without which it will never end. Never, as long as Zelensky remains in power. The condition of holding elections in Ukraine must be a mandatory of the meeting with Zelensky in the Oval Office, if, of course, he does not sabotage it again.
Yeah, this guy's right. I mean, Zelensky had sabotaged it the last time. Remember the last time when Zelensky was at the Oval Office? Everybody does. I mean, that's like, that will go down in the history as one of the most weirdest president to president, meeting ever in the history of geopolitics. By the way, Trump is a giga chat, right? Because while Trump has NATO leaders and Zelensky in a photo op, he directs their attention to a painting from that day in Butler. Butler is where Trump got us, there was an attempted assassination on Trump. And all the leaders look like they just saw a ghost. Does Trump know who tried to kill him?
That was not a great day.
That's GigaChat Trump. GigaChat Trump. Anyway, so this entire situation has given rise to a lot of memes, and so let's take a look at some of them. So this is Zelensky seen warming up before meeting with Trump. I mean, this guy makes it so easy to make fun of him, right? He is a TV star, he's a dancer. How does he become a president, right? Couldn't have happened without a rigged system. President Trump and Zelensky took a little stroll around the White House. Putin is watching the fight between Trump and Zelensky. This was from last time Putin and Zelensky met. Sorry, Trump and Zelensky met.
You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell
I'm sure Putin is having the same reaction right now after watching this meeting. Because he won. Putin won. Whatever he wanted, he's getting it. He gambled and he took the risk, and high risks, high rewards. Getting things done. Putin, Trump, and Zelensky. This one's my favorite. Now, while all of this has been going on, we have our own Giga Chat, Pradhan Mantri Shri Narendra Modi ji, who says, "Thank my friend President Putin for his phone call and for sharing insights on his recent meeting with President Trump in Alaska. India has consistently called for a peaceful resolution of the Ukraine conflict and supports all efforts in this regard. I look forward to our continued exchanges in the days to come. This is coming after all the, after Trump trying to take credit for the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, right? I'm not going into all of that. Only thing I want to mention over here is, remember this, Modi ji met both Putin, Zelensky, and also Trump. This year also he met them, right? The position of India and MEA has always been that this is not an era of war. This is an era of peace, of development and prosperity. And I feel that MEA and Modi ji had something to do with this entire peace deal. But then again, I'm just a layman, and I'm sure we will find out more in the days to come. So that's it for today, folks. Like this video and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.